Hello students, I want to talk to you today about the laboratory that we'll be doing soon called the Protoboard Lab. This is a wireless breadboard, it's also known as. And this is a device where we can rapidly build and take circuits apart and do troubleshooting. So there's some extensive instructions on here that tells you how this thing is connected and how it works. I wanted to do a quick overview to talk about that. This device we can look at perhaps the way I like to look at this thing and talk about it, and let's see if we can stay in focus, is I've got two apartment buildings. I've got an apartment building here and an apartment building here. We've got a gap at the very bottom, so it's like there's a road down here in between these skyscrapers, and one building's not connected to the other, okay? And then on the either side, as I've got left and right, I've got elevators. I've got a red elevator and a blue elevator. And the connection from the very bottom of the elevator is connected to the very top, and the blue and red elevators are independent of each other. They are not connected to each other. So the way I would use this device is I would take a resistor, and that's what we have here. So I've got a resistor here and a resistor here. I've got them connected in between there at apartment number 10, if you will. Hopefully you can see that. Apartment number 10, and as you look at that, you can see that this device is connected. And so if I were to put a positive end of my meter or my power supply here, or battery, and the negative end at the bottom here, I would have a DC electrical circuit. So what I will use in class is I've got a different type of simulated proto board here that I built. And this is to help you learn. Maybe we can talk about this in lab and build circuits and help you understand that. And I want you to take a look here. I'm going to rotate that just a little bit, and you can see that. And on this device, these little devices here simulate resistors. They're not really resistors, but they're what I built so I could use this proto board. I've got resistor 1 and resistor 2 here, and you can see is that as these line across, I've got it labeled here just like a regular proto board, A, B, C, D, and E. And so I've got the top of 1 here in slot A1, and then down here in a lower slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got R1, the bottom of it here, and R2, the bottom of 2 here, and they're in the same apartment, so these two resistors are connected. And then down here at the bottom you see this black lead that would go across my power supply. So that's how these devices would work. That's how we would use these in class. So I would simply connect these two resistors. I may use a power supply across here. There's a couple other ways we can do it, and it talks about that in the lab. So I hope this is helpful and useful. I'll use this as we go into some of the other labs, so you can see how we'd actually build it on a proto board. And then if you have questions, make sure you contact me through text or email, and I'd be happy to get back with you. Hope to see you in lab soon. Stay safe.